That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Dude, that's a fire concept to think about.
Yeah.
It's happening, bro. It's happening.
You're right, because that's always been the hardest part, is that like we refuse to like almost like dumb down the gospel in order to like get virality, if that is a word, right? Virality.
It is now, baby.
I know, and it's been so cool to see so many artists trying to now collab with Christian artists, because there's that word again, purity. There's just something pure about what maybe Christian artists do that kind of doesn't feel like, oh, we have to drop an F-bomb in order for something to feel like it's relevant. You know, it's just like, oh man, there's just something about your music, because they don't know how to put words to it. Yeah. So I think there's an attractiveness now coming through Christian artists that I think secular artists are like, we need more of that, but they don't know how best to come around it. And so now there's this cool collaboration piece kind of happening. And so you're probably, dude, you're prophetic, bro.
Yeah.
A year from now, people are gonna look at this part and go, "How did he know?
How did he know?"
A lot of stuff that I do, I feel like God always, like, is reminding me that like I may not be the one to like reap the benefit. It could just be like a start, a launching ground. Like a lot of, I have like big ideas, and it's like if I go through with it, it may not be me, but someone will see it and tap in that's like younger than me, and then that'll happen.
Bro.
So appreciate that.
It's like Moses in the wilderness, bro.
Wow.
God showed him the promised land, but he couldn't step inside. It was Joshua and Caleb who were the ones.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like in a world where everything that goes viral is so worldly, why do you think your content is able to like blow up and like become viral, and it literally in the same way that like anything else would, honestly, with like the way you like promote your stuff? Because dude, it's like every other Christian artist that I be seeing trying to post TikToks be getting like 50 likes, bro. Like I swear, it's like it's a plague, bro. It's bad. It's bad.
There's two things happening. One, the song isn't good enough.
Yeah.
And two, they're selfish in the way that they're posting content just to get it out there.
Yeah.
But content it's an art form.
Yeah.
It's like a massage.
Yep.
Where you really got to think about, like I think about that. I'm like, as someone is watching this video, like, where does it feel the most comfortable to have the text?
Yeah.
Not like, it's not vicious. It's like, it's very kind. I try to be kind to my viewers. And I think that's important, is like, you know, it's like running a restaurant. Like you're not going to just be like, here's your food. It's like, no, like, here's your perfect plate I made for you. I hope you love it.
Yeah.
Dang. Dude, that's so sick. He looked, I'm loving this, because you're looking at the music you create as a service.
Yeah.
Like all those examples you just said, it's like you're serving people, restaurants. Like
that's the same thing. Yeah.
Oh, bro. And so like
it's a restaurant. Yeah.
It's so beautiful that you're also looking at the content that you create as a service too. I think other people look at it for like, okay, what is it going to do for me? Like, I want to get high off all the numbers that kind of, I want to get high off of the likes, you know, and like the dopamine of like, oh, I'm viral. You're going, hey, that's the last thing on. You're like, hey, like, how does this post serve these people?
Yeah. Sure. And I'm not perfect. Like you could scroll through, and I'm sure like I have so many not that good posts, but like the ones that go crazy typically are the ones that I'm really caring about.
Have you ever gotten to the place where you've kind of formed a love-hate relationship with having to always create content, or
has to be, yeah,
or are you just superhuman and it's like, bro, I'm just flowing in the love of Christ? And it's,
no, it's not. It's not that. It's like content is like a leg day, and we say that all the time. But it's like a leg day. You hate it at first, then you start to kind of like it, and then you start to, and then people are like, "Yo, your legs are kind of busted, bro." And then you're like, yeah, like I'm up, like yeah. It's just like, and then you keep doing it. It's just awesome. I love it. It's like, yeah. I think as soon as I got a camera, that's when I really started. I was like, whoa, like editing and Premiere and like color grading and like getting all these. I can capture a sunset, and like sometimes I feel like the best part is like making me like kind of the least part of the video.
Yeah.
So like
the
getting
least prominent.
Like you'll see like a lot of my stuff is like big on like backgrounds.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want you to like admire the beauty behind me. And I'm just kind of there. I'm like a prop.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
Clip that, bro.
Clip that, bro.
Dude, clip that.
Dude, we were at Valley today, bro, and we were just chilling on some free time, and like, bro, we shot so many videos of just doing different stuff.
I can't wait to see that.
I can't wait to either,
because
he hopped on my back for a video. He didn't give me a massage though.
Okay.
So. But bro, like even talking to Hovey, bro, your creative output is wild. Like you do all your own music, producing, creating content, shooting videos. Bro, it just seems like you put out so much stuff and you're always like creating, no matter if you're in Charlotte, North Carolina with a bunch of people you just met, or you're at your house, like shooting a music video or in the studio creating a song. How do you get, in this year you dropped so much music, 3 albums, I think. California Cowboy, Lo-Fi Christmas.
Yeah.
Are you like on a label? Or are you doing DistroKid? Or are you
it's me and D right now.
Dude,
D designs the merch and just does all the things that allows me to make music. But dude, I'm just straight DistroKid.
So you can drop whenever you want.
If you're trying to reach me on email, you probably can't reach me because I'm too busy to check it. Let's go. It's that wave.
Dude, that's crazy. So you're doing all this stuff, always creating. Where do you get your inspiration from? Because being in like this creative world, being around music, being around whatever it is, it seems like a lot of people tend to get into like creative ruts where they feel like they don't have inspiration. But it seems like with you, it's just like
overflow.
Where does that come from?
I mean, it comes from the Lord, straight up. It comes from my life, comes from my family, just everything around. Like, I feel like it's so simple to get inspired, honestly. There's like always inspiration as long as you're honest. And like, I don't know, like I was working on a song. I mean, I work on a song like all the time, every day. I'm always working on songs. But like, here's one that like is ever flowing, is like, if God tells me something, I can then just put it in a song.
Yeah.
And it sounds like I'm like, it made me make me sound like cool or whatever, but it's really just God's voice.
Yeah.
Like I have this one I'm working on called Even God Takes Breaks. Even God takes breaks. And it's just like him saying like, hey, I rested on the 7th day. Like, you don't have to work today.
Yeah.
Just like reminding me.
Dude, that's a banger. I need to hear that.
I know,
dude. It's hard. It honestly is hard.
I'm already
that
one line.
But I know you're, because there's a part of it that you're downplaying, because I feel like you literally said, but I do it every day. Like, I think the reason why you can stay inspired is because like work and inspiration go hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's like, because I mean, I'm hearing you talk and it's like, I think there's an art form that comes to it where
hold up. Let me be real. I eat organic food. I touch the earth. I get in the sunlight. I confess my sins. I hang with community. I drink water. I eat salt before I drink water. I hyper care about every single thing that I consume. I don't hang out with people that I want to be around unless I'm like trying to minister to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna I'm gonna make sure that my wife's good, my son's good, everything's good. I'm very, very particular about protecting my relationships and my home, my space, you know, my New Year's resolution was I'm not allowing my phone in my bedroom. I'm just I've really, we have, our bathroom has red light bulbs. We sleep on, we have a mattress that plugs into the ground. We're doing every single thing that we can to put our body at rest, you know, the best way that we can. And I think that with that, my output is just nuclear.
Come on, bro.
My energy is insane because I'm taking care of myself. I work out. I go on walks.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, because that's hard work to do that,
bro.
Yeah.
You're doing things that nobody wants to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And I think it's become so easy for you, but that's because you put your body through the torture of getting rid of everything else that everyone else wants, all the comfort stuff. Because I'm listening to that and I'm just like, oh my
yeah, I got a big list.
No, I think
I'm like, whoa.
In an alternate universe, and I can't put myself on his level because he does his things, but I heavily identify with a David Goggins.
Oh,
if y'all know
Shout
who
out
that is.
David Goggins.
Oh yeah.
Love David Goggins.
That energy, the way that he is about, I feel that towards life, and yeah.
Dude,
bro, that's so insane.
You love to see it.
You're one of the hardest working people I've ever met. Sitting here, I'm just
you got me ready to go home.
I'm so fired up,
bro.
Let's go cook up.
I'm about to text my wife. I'm like, babe, get rid of the bed.
Get some red lights. Take the light bulbs out right now.
We're sleeping on the ground.
No more fluorescent bulbs.
I'm giving up Coca-Cola. All I'm drinking is juice.
Bro, couldn't even say water.
I can't even say water. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm I still need sugar. I need sugar back.
I think, when you were talking about your polar opposite, I think we just
found
found your polar
Oh my gosh.
Bro, this guy, I don't want to out you because
it's okay. Out
last
me.
time.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Out me. It's okay.
Dude,
we're family.
Lazy.
No. Not with work ethic. I'm saying dietary, brother.
Oh, yeah,
this would be your
you'd be
my arch nemesis.
Oh, bro, I'm
brother,
horrible.
I'm not kidding you. He does not drink water.
Hate it.
What do you drink?
Coca-Cola.
I've known this man. This guy's new. I've known this man.
Why are you coming after me on this podcast?
I've known this man since. Easily, I've been coming to his desk since 2019. He's never not had a box of Mike and Ike's. Not one singular time, bro.
What is it about
McDonald's
the Mike and Ike's?
only?
Dude,
McDonald's and Mike and Ike's.
But sugar makes me feel close to the Lord. I'm every time I taste sugar, I'm like, oh, God did a good thing with it. You know what I mean? It's just there is a very much a dependency on sugar that I
Dude, we're getting deep.
I know.
It really is. But I really don't know what to say. It's probably the hardest thing for me to be hey, anytime we do fast and stuff with my wife and church and stuff, I become a different person. I'm
withdrawing from the sugar.
Bro, I'm don't nobody speak to me. Just let me be.
Yeah.
Because I love it.
I love it.
Dude, he's gushing over there. You can
I know,
you can see the electricity in his face.
Right.
So, all right, a little more serious question. But so in that, dude, what is your problem?
My problem? I'm not doing anything, bro.
In that.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
Time, bro.
In that routine, that you were talking about, how do you prioritize your time with the Lord, and what time of the day do you do that at, and what does that look
First
like?
thing.
First thing?
Yeah.
Right when you wake up?
I go. I sit in a personal sauna.
That's fine. That's fine.
We were talking
Some red
about that
light,
earlier.
Personal sauna, and you're hitting what do you normally read? Do you like to do devos? Do you just do kind of open it up, go?
Right. It depends. 2023, I feel like I was way more I was just talking about this with my life group, way more prayer driven. And I feel like I was hearing God's voice so clearly. And 2024, I feel like I'm not really hearing his voice as clearly, but I think it's because he wants me in scripture. which is interesting because my New Year's resolution was to get into scripture more. And then I was like, when I pray, I was like, where are you, Lord?
Yeah.
But I'm like, you're right here. So I've been talking to God a lot just through scripture. But for me, I read very slowly because I read very slowly. First off, let's get that out.
I was like,
I cannot spell. Yeah.
Why do you when you read the words slower?
Right. He totally could have taken that opportunity.
No, but I hit a side. But I am saying I read slowly because I want to like really understand it. Like I try to like I'm in Matthew right now, and I'm really trying to picture like the streets where Jesus was walking. Like I want to picture like his tone of voice when he's saying the things, and like try to absorb it because it like really changes. So it's like I'm not trying to hit like 3-4 pages. It's just like I read until I'm like, okay, my brain can't process more than 2 chapters because there was so much meat in there.
Yeah.
So
that's sick.
Dang, that's super dope.
Okay, so hard topic switch. I feel like to a lot of people, I feel like your success might look kind of like instant, right? Like you just like blew up out of nowhere. What do you feel like it was that way, or like what did it actually look like for you? Like what did it take for you to get to the point where you are right now? And like, do you feel like that was like a fast process, or maybe like more behind the scenes that people definitely aren't seeing?
If I explained what I did to get where I am, nobody would do it.
Yeah.
Like maybe 1 or 2, so I'm not lying. But like it would be so much. It would just be like, I would rather like walk the earth or something. Like seriously, like like it is some people can get lucky. Yeah. I'm not one of those people. I'm straight up hard work. Yeah. And it took, I think it took about 6 years of like consistently working at it every day before I ever made anything really good. And it took about 7 years before I even made like $1. So some people are like, oh, I'm going to drop out and like just do music. It's like, it took me 6-7 years to get any kind of traction. So
I don't know if there's even an answer to this question, but do you think what's more important when it comes to like people who are passionate about something? Is it discipline or the love of it? Like, what's it been for you? Because I've heard in your story, like almost a combination of both. So maybe it is both, but it's really cool to be like, you fell in love with something and then you just start working hard at it. So it's like, okay, like, were you just always that discipline? Is that something that you were naturally born with it? Or is it like the love kind of produced the discipline? Like, I
have always desired greatness. Like I've always been the like hardest practicer, like on sports teams and stuff. Like I always like wanted to do the best. Yeah. I think, I don't know, but at this point, like what I was thinking of whenever you asked that is like, I feel like if you love something, you like have to have discipline. Like I feel like you set me up with that one, dog. Yeah. You set me up with that one.
That's crazy.
Preach, bro.
you gotta
break
protect
that down, dude.
Yeah, it's like I love music, so I like, I love music and I love piano, but it's hard to learn piano. You got to sit there and do the things you got to play the scales. You got to learn the keys. You got to learn which notes you don't like, and eventually you add enough to your vocabulary, your vernacular, or whatever, and now you can really play what you feel, and so that's where the discipline comes in. But it isn't hard for me to make music. I love it, but it is. Hey, here it is. It is hard to finish a song.
Oh, bro,
that's what it is.
Yes,
starting a song all day. It's candy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's Mike and Ike,
bro.
Speaking my language.
Yeah.
Finishing a song is hard work. Yeah. And I've just kind of become like the finisher, honestly. Okay.
I'm
the finisher.
That's so cold. Who is this guy?
I know.
Why does he have so many good
He's
freaking
so
one-liners?
cool. I know. Dude.
Everything he says is just.
I am the
killer,
finisher,
bro.
So I know.
I'm dead.
I have another question for you because I know we're probably geeking out as songwriters right now. So for anyone who's just like a creative or like someone who's so artsy, like how much is like collaboration meant to you? Like, were you, because obviously some of these collaborations that you've been able to do with some really cool people, but at the beginning, like, because you just spoke about how hard it is to finish a song. One of the things that honestly saved my songwriting journey was finally being able to like trust other people enough to show them my mess, because that was always the hardest thing for me. It was like I was always trying to like bring the perfected finished pieces, but it never felt like it was good enough to show people. And so then it kind of starts the cycle of like, oh no, I need to finish it to bring it to people, but I need it to be perfect.
Who's people?
Like just other people that I maybe want to help me complete it, but at the same time I'm like so afraid that they're gonna be like, oh, this. You're saying like
you have a voice memo,
a little voice memo,
you send it to a producer or something?
Yeah, you know, and I'm like, oh god, but I need them to know exactly what it needs to sound like before they jump on. But then what's the point, you know? And so like, the thing that saved me was going, hey, like it doesn't have to be complete in order to bring other people in.
Sure.
So that like saved my kind of creative process. For you, has it been the same for you, or did you just like kind of build up that self-confidence of like, hey, I might never have someone that I can like bring in, so like I'm gonna have to finish all of this on my own?
I mean, yeah, I think I feel like there's a couple things in there, honestly, but where I'm going with it is like, I was in Texas, not in a music school. I didn't know anybody that was doing music. TikTok wasn't around. YouTube tutorials were kind of a thing, but it was like FL Studio, and I was trying to figure out this beat machine.
Yeah,
you know
I was gonna ask, what made you go for the beat machine over like FL or something?
It just looked
like that?
fun.
Yeah,
it is a toy. It is straight up a toy. I mean, it's a great sampler, but I think you have to like work it in like an actual DAW.
Because there's no way you don't cook up in a DAW now. There's no way you're still going.
I'm in Logic.
Okay.
But yeah, years and years and years of like not having anybody else to, I like kind of taught myself how to just like get there. But my rule now is to finish the song, and I can know I've done it enough years to know. It's not even about the years. It's just if I'm playing a chord progression, and it's been a minute of looping it, and I'm bored of it, it's done. If I've been playing the chord progression and it's been 10 minutes and I'm still feeling it, it's like, that's the one.
Fire.
And in those 10 minutes, I've probably written the song. It's probably in there just because it just kind of.
Dude, I don't know about y'all, I'm taking notes right now.
Dude, go with the grain. That's what people are like, go against the grain. Dude, like, and I don't want to use this out of context in little things, but like his yoke is easy. And I've really been applying that to like everything. And going like with the grain of life. And it really like, it's just better that way. Just dude, like if you're on an idea, don't have your ego in it. Just be like, you know what? I'm not feeling the song right now. Delete it. Done. Try a new one. You know, just it's not that special.
Because you're right. Because as creatives, we get so attached to the thing that we create so much that it's so hard to be so objective.
Totally.
About it, because you're just like, no, but like it's from me, and it's like it's from me and it's from God, so every little thing has to be like,
it's powerful,
has to be powerful. And so but what you just said is just like, hey, like try it. If after a minute you're bored, cool, next thing, like that's done. It's like, that's brilliant.
And if you're really like about that life,
I
know, you know, saying like you're gonna stay in music and keep writing, almost every idea comes back at some point. Like I've had, like I remember writing songs early on, like my first, second year, having no idea what I was doing, and like 7-8 years later being like, whoa, that was a good idea. And like pulling that back.
Little pieces from,
I mean,
it's like there's no bad idea for this moment. It may just, or
be for something else.
Different time.
Our pastor always says that nothing's ever wasted.
Yeah, no, that was crazy hearing him say that, because it was like verbatim something like that.
Verbatim, like something that, the pastor said before.
That was trippy.